Let's look at some tips for growing plants in shaded window boxes. Even if you don't have a lot of sun to work with, you can still have vibrant, full plantings. You'll just need to choose plants that will thrive in those conditions. Follow the guidelines I'm about to share with you and they'll be beautiful. Choosing plants that can handle shade is an important place to start. If you try to plant sun-loving varieties in your shaded window boxes, they will tend to stretch towards the light, and you will need to do a lot more trimming to keep them tidy. If your window boxes receive less than 4 hours of sun per day, look for varieties labeled for full shade. But if they get a little more sun than that, say 4 to 6 hours of sun, then you can use plants labeled for part shade. Since plants typically grow a little slower in the shade, start with larger potted plants or simply use more of them to get a fuller look faster. When you're ready to fill your shaded window boxes with potting soil, choose a lightweight premium potting soil like the one from Proven Winners. You do not want to use moisture control potting mix or water holding crystals in your shaded window boxes because moisture evaporates more slowly in the shade. Moisture control potting mix often stays wet for too long, and that can easily lead to root rot. All that excess moisture also makes your window boxes very heavy. Before you plant, mix Proven Winners continuous release plant food in the potting soil. Think of this fertilizer as an insurance policy. It will provide a base level of nutrients to your plants over several months. If you garden where the growing season is long, sprinkle a little more on the top of the soil in midsummer to give your plants another boost. Many shade-loving plants for window boxes are foliage plants, like coleus, ferns, and polka dot plants. Since they aren't grown for their flowers, which take extra energy to produce, they usually don't need to be fed as often as flowering plants. So if you're only growing foliage plants in your shaded window boxes, plan on feeding them once every 2 weeks. But if you're growing flowering plants, you'll want to feed them every week to keep those flowers coming. Follow these tips and you'll have thriving, beautiful plants in your shaded window boxes. Visit ProvenWinners.com to learn more.